job is making pickups. We contract the removal of waste materials from hospitals and other health facilities. The job is what it is. $500 a week, no health plan, no advancement. You show up here in the morning sober, you work.
I don't want to be paid cash up front.
With the disappearing acts I get, no one gets paid up front.
Yeah, but if I don't get some money by tonight, I'm going to lose my room.
What was your last job?
I did some dock work back east, you know, odd jobs.
Another entrepreneur. I'm not going to stand around and wait for you. You show up here in the morning, and I'll pay you for the previous day's work. That help?
Yeah, it does, thanks.
Any problems on the job, you take it up with your field supervisor, but I got to tell you, he don't like problems.
Now, who's my field supervisor?
Me.
Hey, Max, how are you?
Hey, I thought you left, Mr. McPike.
Now, believe me, Max, I wish I could. You know where Sheriff Lococco is?
He's overseeing Mr. Volchek's task force.
Task force?
Well, this is a very big day for Lynchboro. Mr. Volchek's been trying to get us a hospital for years, and the state's sending a man up here today to see if we need one. We do, let me tell you. All we got now is Doc Putney and the veterinarian. Mr. Volchek takes care of his own.
Doesn't he just?
I gotta get a haircut now. They're free today if you want one.
No, Max, no, thank you.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood, Frank.
You have any idea where the hell Volchek is?
Should you be in town?
I spent all night up there in the fog. He never came back.
He's up at the Corvette Club test driving Michelle.
What time's Zimbrick due here?
A couple hours.
All right, then we need to work quick. I imagine Zimbrick's on his way here to sell a license for the hospital to Volchek. If he is, we need to know where and we need to know when.
Well, he'd have plenty of privacy up at Transylvania.
All right, we don't take a chance with that, because we're not going to get another one. And the sooner we get Volchek, the happier I'm going to be. I do not like it here in Lynchboro. I need to get out.
I like these people. They all look like they're out of a Diane Arbus photograph.
This is not a photograph.
No, this is a still life.
Excuse me, is Mr. Volchek here?
Is he expecting you?
No, but it's very important. Hello.
Is something wrong? There's not much I don't know, Mr. McPike, and Mark needs to be protected.
From who?
Waiting for me like a good, obedient girl.
Oh, please.
But you're not always obedient, are you? You and I and some friends of yours. Some little friends of yours.
McPike! Where the hell have you been? You leave me up there all night last night and don't even phone me?
You're upset. Lazy, get him a robe.
But you see, you're a very naughty
All right,
girl.
I have to leave Lynchboro.
You can't. That wasn't the deal.
Well, the deal was I'd find somebody to help you. Lococco is here. There's no reason for me to stay.
Do you suppose you could run a hot bath for us?
Hey, what you said to Sarah?
I said nothing.
It's okay, Lacey. Thank you. There's a whole other reason for you to stay. Things are heating up with the hospital.
What things?
Helmut's coming. A man with your experience in these matters would be invaluable.
Experience in what matters?
Frankly, I don't trust him. He's from Seattle.
Experience in what matters?
Let's just say that you both know the value of a buck.
A crooked license broker?
I didn't say that.
What do you want from me?
Protection from blackmail.
He's gonna blackmail you.
No, not blackmail. The other one. Extortion. I know enough about leeches to know once they're into you, they can suck you dry. You're a Fed. You must have access to equipment that will allow me to throw this back into his face, should he try and bilk me.
Oh, you want me to record the transaction?
I'm a rich man, Mr. McPike. I need protection.
Let me tell you something. If Zimbrick finds out that I am a Fed, he is going to take his license and trot right back to Seattle. This is not a brotherhood.
Then he won't find out. I'll tell him you're my advisor, my spiritual advisor, consultant to all my spiritual needs. What could be more spiritual than a hospital?
Spiritual. All right. But I'm on borrowed time. I want to know where and when.
My place, tonight. You'll need to stay around for a few days after that, just until the license is processed and in my hands. You can stay at Gorslava. Pick a room. There are dozens. Pick a bed from the Tranquility Parlor. I'll have one delivered immediately. This one is nice. It's a Steely.
All right. A couple days, then it's in and out.
McPike. Bless you.
Thought you were leaving.
I'm here on official business.
The serial killings are over, McPike. The suspect confessed and died. Oh, I see. You're just another hanger-on, huh? Mark's got bread. He's a needy guy. So you're going to fly in all your buddies one at a time and get everybody's pocket lined.
That's my pager. The deal's taking place at Gorslava. Volchek wants me to bug the transaction.
I'm supposed to run this up tonight when he calls.
Well, with any luck, this time tomorrow I'll be looking for Vince, and you'll become invisible again.
I'm opaque now, Frank. I don't disappear for no one. And don't worry about our boy. You're not gonna find Vince if Vince doesn't want to be found.
You know where he is, don't you?
Nope. You do. I don't, because he knows if I knew and you asked me, I'd tell you. Honesty sucks, doesn't it, Buckwheat?
Helmut, I'm sure you're thinking that maybe Lynchborough has gone a little overboard with all this. But if you knew how long we've waited for this hospital and what we've missed, I stand here today thinking about all the people who the hospital will be too late for. Ollie Osterberg's appendicitis that turned to fatality. Tommy the Tank Brownmiller and the broken leg that was never mended, nor was his football career. Jane Tashita, who ran out of time in an ambulance on the way to Seattle. Helmut Zimbrick. 2 words, 2 little words. I can't help but think somewhere, in some language, they must mean thank you.
Thank you. I can't take any credit for what you are about to do and build here. I can only think and pray that someone up there maybe listen.
The marriage was doomed. You know, we tried to make it work, but every attempt led to disaster.
Did you try counseling? The Bureau's got some pretty good shrinks on retainer.
I was doomed, all right? I mean, I didn't need to hear it from some guy with initials after his name, or her name. You ever been married?
No.
See? That's the way it is. You're stuck here. You're isolated.
I get out.
This really is a nice place. You know, I could grow penicillin in my loft.
Mine was like that, too, until I fixed it.
Well, how'd you get past the regulations and all that stuff?
I waded through it until I got what I wanted.
So what you're telling me is that things are the way they are because I want them that way. I like bitching about them.
Sugar? Logged 1,500 hours, 3-1490. Report Center 12.
0129.
Thanks. Hey, Frank, what's up?
Listen, Uncle. The State Attorney General's office should be crystal clear on the events of this evening. If we do it exactly by the numbers, then we can nail them both. Zimbrick and Volchek.
I read you loud and clear.
The money's going to be in a Lynchboro High School gym bag. When they make the pass, that's when we take them. And I can go home.
You got it.
Any news from Vinnie?
Needle in a haystack, Frank. He's gonna have to find us.
Thanks, Uncle.
For what is a hospital but a friend? A building? A shady tree to rest under?
Thank you, honey. Kids, don't you love them? Now, let's segue to Doc Putney.
Whom shall we turn to when all is lost?
Give him the fish, Doc.
Lynchboro, heal thyself. Very nice. Thank you.
That concludes our welcoming ceremony. Let's all go home now and rest up for the fireworks display tonight. Everything is all set up for you at the Corvette Club. Just you and Michelle, all to yourselves. Michelle?
Salmon. Big, beautiful, pink fish that swim hundreds of miles for months at a time waiting to spawn. Oh, it's a wonder somewhere along the way they don't just explode.
I thought Helmut looked a little peaked.
Well, perhaps I do need a little nap.
I'll send the limo by around 8 for our candlelight soiree and the rest of our arrangements. Tidy up the deal.
God.
Michelle, show Mr. Zimbrick to the presidential suite.
Right this way.
Lococco. Renaissance man. Sheriff. Acrobat. Chef.
Toured with Basie on the vibes and penned haikus to pestilence.
Where's Lou?
Everybody's up at Gorslava working on the Zimbrick feast. Thought you'd be up there too, leading the hospital countdown.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'm repaying a debt to a friend.
Was that debt repaid when Mark's destroyed? You bastard. Mark trusts you. He thinks you're working with him, helping him. This town exists entirely because of Mark. If you bring Mark down, this whole town will crumble. This town's frozen in time. Every day's yesterday. That's why it works. It may not be the ideal place. But maybe we're close. We don't know it.
You mean like somewhere between Walden's Pond and Skinner's Box?
How do you explain the death of ideas to the man who's been sent here to kill them? This town could have been a utopia. It was Mark's dream. And we were close. It was at a point where you felt like when you'd wake up tomorrow, we'd be there.
Is that why you're in love with him?
I loved his ideals. So simple, they're genius. Like Walden's Pond. If he's faltering, it's in learning how to let go. He's like the father who doesn't want to let his kids grow up.
And you're the mother of his inventions with sweets and long naps to keep him happy.
There's some mothering on my part.
I'm no innocent. It's just that I wanted it so badly.
Look, Ma, I've done my service as acolyte at the altar of ideals, and the service always ends up the same. Idealism in practice is pragmatism. Pragmatism slowly slides to fatalism, running down the wrong road, pedal to the metal, pushing your future behind you. I'll tell you something else I know. You don't know what the hell he's doing. Your fatalistic servitude has rewarded you with exclusion. All that's left up here is a big perversion. And you're going to go down with it regardless of what happens to Mark. But you don't have to. You don't have to blindly go down the chute. Just take what you need to survive and walk away.
Who's winning, boys? Could I have a minute, please? How's the food here, Eddie?
The hell do you want?
Oh, how to start this? What the hell? My dream. My dream for the town, for all of us. It's about to be realized. Don't you see? I can finally relax. The pressure's off. Why am I not getting through to you? After all these years of acrimony, we can be friends, real friends again. I think you'd jump for joy.
Is that why I'm here? Again? You know, this could be funny if it wasn't so tragic. Look what's become of us. Look what's become of this town. Everyone here is a Stepford wife. Because of you, Mark. And now, because you say so, we are going to turn the clock around. Like nothing happened.
Everything's going to be different. Sheriff, I need some time here.
Can't. Waiting for a phone call from the exterminator up at Gorslava.
Exterminator?
Bugs.
Oh, sure, of course. Fine. Nothing's going to be different. You're still going to do exactly what you want.
I come here with news that will bridge decades of bitterness, and I am confronted by it. I always knew you were jealous, but I thought...
Get off it. I envied your money when we were kids, because I was too dumb to realize all it built was a prison.
You're jealous of what I've accomplished for the town. Jealous of the legacy that I inherited and enhanced.
Your dad gave the hookers toasters, and now you give the parlor girls Corvettes. You call that an improvement? You've done nothing but narcotize this town. You've hurt a lot of people, Mark.
I never meant to. My vision was global in nature. One or two individuals.
Well, that's like asking, aside from that, Jackie, how'd you like Dallas?
That's grossly unfair, Ed.
That's the truth!
And I suppose you've done poorly.
Knock, knock, who's there? Rogo the town joke? That's what you've done to me.
Whatever I have done to you, I have already made up for it. I will be your friend forever. And when I finally open this cell, all marks on the slate, both plus and minus, are wiped away. We will start again.
You can't forgive yourself. Forgiveness has to be given, Mark.
Take care of my friend, and don't forget his dinner.
I've been through this entire place. Every room Volchek uses is bugged. But if I know him, the deal will take place in the room with the hospital model. I'll be wired too, Uncle.
Have you met Zembrick yet?
Not until dinner tonight.
Agents from the State Attorney General's office will be monitoring you. You give the word, they make the bust.
Okay. The word. The word is appreciable. Appreciable. Appreciable is the word. You got it?
Yeah, we got it, Frank. Listen, you could do this one in the dark.
Oh, Uncle, I feel so rusty.
First time in a long time, Vinnie's not the guy on the other end of the rope.
We'll find him.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Frank. We'll all pull the rope.
Thank you, Uncle.
Three generations of Volcheks have frozen the town stiff.
What are you whining about? People got jobs, a parade on the 4th. Stuff you can count on from the cradle to the grave.
But people have to have a chance to learn to think for themselves, to make mistakes. I don't care how misguided they are. That's the tradition we don't have.
Tell me something, Rogo. What are the odds of Volchek relocating to Houston or Veracruz?
What do you mean?
Well, maybe it's Mussolini time. Turn him upside down. Pop him.
No. You got it all wrong. Mark is not a bad man. You get that thought right out of your head. You just don't know him. His old man's a son of a bitch, though. Raised Mark so firmly pressed under his thumb, he didn't have a chance. But I tell you, when he went away to college, he positively bloomed. He found out he could dream. He had ideals. And he came back from college. And the old man crushed him. Squash. Splat. No more ideals. No more dreams. You just don't know Mark.
It's wonderful having so many of my friends together
My
for
heart
dinner.
disturbs you, Sir Robert? It is foolish of me
It's
to
like
deny.
Christmas.
Quite so.
And Helmut
It is an idiosyncrasy.
is our Kris Kringle.
Necessary one, I assure you. Later, I will tell you the reason for it. Meanwhile,
Please sample our poor fare. Not poor at all. Looks delicious. But are you not joining us, Baron? Just a little brandy. I have already dined.
If that will be all for now, my lord.
Robert, Sir Robert, do tell us what's been happening on the London stage.
I produced a play once. I financed an off-Broadway play when I was in college. Lacey was there.
He was a young, gifted writer, brimming with angst, and we believed in him.
Opening night, the lead actor disappeared to do a two-part Kojak, and I lost my shirt. But spiritually, it was the right thing to do. Wasn't it, McPike? McPike?
Thank you.
What?
Lococco, bring the bag.
I'm on my way.
Wait, how's Rogo?
He's a trooper.
Hurry, Helmut's getting sleepy. How is everything?
Well, that's the point. You shouldn't see him.
I'm feeling better about this already. When the money gets here, if you feel I should proceed, give me a signal, a word or something.
How about appreciable?
I want to be civilized about this, but I don't want to get screwed. He is from Seattle.
Rogo? You beat me, Sheriff? I gotta run something up the Gorslava. Boss forgot his wallet. Why don't you keep an eye on the prisoner? Let him go in 10 minutes.
Sir? Yes, sir. 10 minutes. The Arvid Memorial Hospital will be the jewel in the Volchek crown. But it's not just a hospital, is it? It's a bosom. A big, bountiful, life-sustaining bosom upon which the people of Lynchborough will someday suckle. No, it's a battleground.
Maybe you should give me what I came for so I can take this poor, tired creature home.
Ladies, we need a few moments. Make yourselves at home.
What about him?
Spiritual council helmet. Or perhaps you folks from Seattle feel you're above that sort of thing.
Humor me, Mark.
Listen, I'll be in the kitchen. Call me if you need me.
I am as anxious as you are to get on with this. But I have to be careful. How do you have the money?
It's coming. When do I get my license?
48 hours after I get the money, you get the license. You should be able to break ground at the end of next week.
I need that.
It's almost a gift from the people of Lynchborough.
Yeah, I know. I thought you might be waiting for this. A gift from the people of Lynchborough. I've grown an appreciable amount in your eyes.
Go. From the people of Lynchborough, we thank you.
State Attorney General's office.
Sheriff, are these men with you?
No, and unless they have the proper documentation, I intend to shoot them for trespassing.
This is a warrant issued by State Superior Court Justice Howell.
Warrant to arrest. Well, this only names the horny toad. It says nothing about Mr. Volchek.
Mr. Zimbrick is under investigation for conspiracy to misappropriate state licenses. Mr. Volchek is suspected of duplicity.
On what basis? Conspiracy to share with an elected official a token of the town's appreciation. Ice doesn't get any thinner. You better take what you got. Don't be greedy.
But what about my license? What the hell is going on? How did those men get here? My hospital. My money. Where's my money?
Relax, Warbucks. McPike saves your bacon and you're squealing about a lousy 200 grand? He saw those flatheads sneaking around the bushes and he figured your boy Helmet was being tailed, so he sent me out to the Blazer to get something heavy. A thank you would be nice.
For what? For keeping me out of jail? My hospital is gone. Who cares about freedom?
Mark!
Well, you just interfered with a federal investigation in a big way.
Give him a minute to digest this, huh, Frank?
You know, that is a very sick man. He's probably sucking on a hunting rifle right now.
You know where he went as well as I do, out to that stone obsession he built for his male parentage. He owes him an apology. A big one.
How could I be so stupid? To let them in. Let outsiders in. You warned me, Dad. You told me. You told me this would happen. The river, the ice is melting. Our dream of walking the river again is no more. All my life, you've lived with my disappointments. And now, in death, I disappoint you again. Please don't hate me. Don't hate me, Daddy.
Mark, you can't let go. You can't give up.
I failed them, Julie. They've given me so much. And now I've blown my only chance of giving them something in return.
Don't say that. You haven't failed them. You're not a failure, Mark.
He's the biggest failure I know. Has everything money can buy, except friendship. Oh, go ahead, Eddie. Tell me what's wrong with my life. In addition to being insightful, it should offer a much-needed laugh or two. What the hell is this place?
It's the Big Chill.
Your grandpa, Osmar. There's your dad, Harvard. Empty. Mark? Mark, what have you done to your folks? Nothing you'd understand, nor does it matter now.
You can't give up hope, Mark.
Hope for what? To bring them back to life?
If he doesn't have hope, he has nothing. Because that's what you've left him, Rogo. You and your so-called friends.
I don't want to hear about friendship from you. Mark and I grew up together. The difference is we played as kids. You treat him like one.
You can't arrest this guy. You don't know who he is.
That is not your decision.
He's weird, but he's not dangerous. You pull him out of Lynchboro now, then this town will be swallowed up by the first corporate raider that smells blood.
Death is a very misunderstood phenomenon. It can be beaten with time, with money.
You sick bastard. You believe that? What's happened to you?
What's happened to you, Ed Rogaszewski, the town crier? The sky is falling. Everything sucks. I've ruined Lynchboro.
I was just trying to do what's right for the town.
What's right for the town is predestined. It's half-wits and selfish people who want a Volchek at the wheel. They don't give a damn about his needs or even who he is.
I know who he is. At least I thought I did. The date of my accident. You had this made for me? You didn't think I was going to survive the accident? I'm alive, Mark. This contraption's a joke.
It's not a joke, Ed. It's your arm and leg. Cryonically preserved, at great expense, till modern medicine catches up with our dreams and makes you whole again. That's friendship, Eddie.
I don't want my limbs. I don't want them back. I don't want my limbs back. I made my adjustment. Rogo! I want my friend back. I just want my friend back.
Well, Uncle, nothing's changed, except for the fact that Volchek trusts me more now that I kept him out of prison.
It was out of your control, Frank. I mean, this guy caught wind of it and swapped the cash. What could you do?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But the fact of the matter is, if I bring him in on anything, this town will shrivel up and die. I don't know that I'm prepared to do that.
You want me there, Frank?
No. I'm all right. And Vince?
Absolutely nothing, buddy.
Okay. I'll be in touch.
Is there anything I can do?
No. No. McPike wants to go it alone. And Vinnie, he's too good to be found.
You're his lifeguard, Dan. At some point, instinct and intuition have to come into play. Nobody knows him better than you. Are you sure you don't know where he is?